Are you ready for another miracle morning?
Yes,
Amen.
Boy.
yes, I'm
Ready.
ready.
Are
Amen.
you ready to unlock your next level?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes.
Yes.
So
I'm ready.
I'm I'm super excited. We are entering the next wave. We're literally unlocking the next level as we head into the fourth quarter of 2025 as a team. We are in a very important month, September, because September is the catalyst for that fourth quarter momentum. What we accomplished in October, November, and December, that fourth quarter before heading into our breakthrough event coming up in Myrtle Beach, January 1st through the 3rd. That's our breakthrough event kicking off the new year. This business is built in 90-day cycles. Very important leadership um, lesson that this particular business, and most businesses really drive in 90-day cycles anyway, but this business is really driven in 90-day cycles. So when you step outside from working in your business and thinking like a true business owner working on a business, and we operate in both modes here. We both work in our businesses, and then we take time to step outside of the box, looking down at our business from a bird's eye view, so we can work on the system, on the business, on the culture. And uh, and so as you zoom out and look down at your business from a bird's eye view, you the key is to become very strategic with what you do within a 90-day cycle. You're very planful, very intentional, very strategic about what you do going into a 90-day cycle and what you put in place coming out of a 90-day cycle. So we've been talking about the IVGPA formula, identity. It starts with identity, really tapping into who you are as a leader, who you were created to be, whose you were created to be. Really tap into the power of your identity and purpose, and that flows into your vision, what you see happening. What is your vision for your family, your big vision for your family? What is your big vision for your life? What is your big vision for your calling? What is your big vision for the impact that you feel called to make in this world, the people that you feel called to serve and impact? What is your big vision for the next generation? How will the next generation in your family and outside of your family be impacted as a result of your life? None of those things I've said so far have anything to do with the business, but they have everything to do with who is growing your business. And when you get into alignment with who you are, your identity and purpose, and that flows into your vision of where you're going, what you see, what you are stepping out with boldness and courage, um, and confidence and faith to create. And then you actually start putting together your goals. Now the business kicks in. What are your goals based on who you are? See, when you're in alignment with your true identity and purpose, and you are in alignment with your vision, it changes your goals. It influences your goals without tapping into your identity and purpose first and your vision for your whole family, your whole life, the next generation, your future, your lifetime, your life's work. Without putting that in alignment first, you got small, mediocre goals that you even give yourself permission to pursue. But when you start with identity and purpose and vision, all of a sudden, your goals must match your identity, purpose, and vision. And now you start to get excited. Now you start getting that rush, that energy that comes from going after something big, but something so worthwhile. And so many people have robbed themselves of the passion and the power that comes from going after something so big, but so worth it. And so we start with that as leaders on our team. We start with identity, purpose, and vision. We start with spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical alignment. And now, when we go, okay, based on where I'm going, based on where I'm taking my family, based on where I'm taking all the people that God has entrusted me with in this journey, my goals must be XYZ. I must become a platinum executive director and beyond to fund the dream. No wonder he's given me this opportunity to earn millions of dollars because my vision requires millions of dollars, not my bills. My bills don't require millions of dollars, but my calling does. And so we never say things like, oh, I don't need millions of dollars. I don't need. That's a lie.
Come on.
That's a lie that comes from identity theft, spiritual identity theft. The person you didn't realize you were, maybe they don't require millions. They, think about it. Who talks like that? I don't need millions of dollars. I just need enough to pay my bills. Who taught us that? The God of the universe? That didn't come from him. So if it's not coming from him, where's it coming from? Oh, I just need a good job with good benefits, safety and security. I just want to survive. That's what the whole world has been conditioned to think and to say and to do. So we are Team Platinum, born CEOs. We are born CEOs. We align with who we truly are, what we're truly called to be. And we commit to doing what we're called to do. And we live a different life. That's an exciting life. That's an adventure. Other people look at them like, oh man, that's too big. That seems so big and so scary. Well, you like roller coasters because they're big and scary. Dr. Matt, you like other things that you're not afraid of big and scary. That's where adventure comes from. You like movies that have ups and downs and all of that stuff. It's part of the adventure. You've been bored. I'm just gonna say it. If you're not going after your calling in life, like your real calling in life, you are boring yourself.
Mm.
You are boring yourself to death. But when you tap in and you just decide, you know what? Why not? I'm going for it. I'm going for it. And I'm going to enjoy the journey. I'm going to treat this like an adventure. I'm going to capture all the fulfillment. I'm not going to be one of the people that look back on my life and the end of my days and go, man, what did I really do with my life other than go to work, pay the bills? There's nothing wrong with that. That's honorable. I went to work, I paid the bills, I took care of my family. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But I want more than that. As born CEOs, we're world changers, and change starts with us. So all of a sudden, we start to realize, oh, no wonder I've been blessed with this opportunity to have millions. Even if you have like imposter syndrome, like, do I really belong here? Like, do I really have what it takes? When you go to convention and you see all these regular people that got into this environment and stayed into this environment long enough, and they start transforming and to these very prosperous people in every area of life, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, family, relationships, abundance financially, debt free, traveling the world, making an impact, giving to great causes. You're like, wait, do I belong here? I thought I just wanted to make 500 to 1,000 a month on the side. I thought I just wanted to make some extra money. Like, am I in the right place? Do I have what it takes? Like, but then you start realizing who you are and your purpose that you've been given. And you start to see the vision that's been placed in your heart. And you start to match, you start to connect the dots like a jigsaw puzzle. Go, oh, no wonder you would put me, of all people. There are millions of people that will never even be introduced to an opportunity like this, don't have a clue that it exists. But me, of all people, you've chosen to place me in this environment, in this time, in this moment, with these people, with this much opportunity and abundance. No wonder. It all makes sense now. You place me here and you've given me, you are giving me everything I need to fulfill what you've planted inside of me. And I'm rising to the occasion. So now your goals start to set in. The real goals, the goals that are in alignment with your identity, purpose, and vision. Platinum type goals, diamond type goals. Platinum, for those who are new and you're taking notes, there's 5 cash flow levels, 5 major cash flow levels, monthly cash flow levels to focus on in this business. And when I say monthly cash flow levels, these are 5 key levels, the 5 most important levels that create monthly cash flow, consistent cash flow to fund your dream, to fund your vision, to fund your calling. The first cash flow level pays 500 to 1,000 a month or more. It's called Performance Club, being consistent in the Performance Club. The second cash flow level pays about 3 to 5,000 a month. It's called Senior Director. Senior Director. The third cash flow level pays about $5,000 to $10,000 per month. It's called Executive Director. Executive Director. The fourth cash flow level pays on the low end, like passively, 10, 20,000 a month, up to 100,000 a month. It's called depending on your volume, your sales volume of your team. It's called Platinum Executive Director. Side note, Platinum Executive Director starts with having 4 key leaders that are executive directors, 4 separate legs, like a 4-legged stool, a 4-legged chair, a table with 4 legs. So that's like the minimum you want to put in place is those 4. You're searching through everybody to find 4 key leaders that want to build something and go executive director and beyond. 4 key leaders earning 5,000 to 10,000 a month. You're a CEO with 4 executive positions. You hired 4 executives that are making 5,000 to 10,000 a month or more to lead those 4 organizations, and the company pays them for you, by the way. That's Platinum Executive Director. And then the 5th cash flow level pays over $100,000 a month, which is over $1 million a year. And that is Diamond Executive Director. Diamond takes place when you either have 12 executive director lines, 12, which happens to be the number of divine government, or 4 platinum legs, 4 legs with a platinum in it. I say all that to say this. As we launch into the 4th quarter of 2025, all of our power team leaders have declared Platinum Executive Director by or before December the 16th, Tuesday, December the 16th. We will have 4 Platinum Executive Director organizations. We are on our Diamond Executive Director run as a team. It's diamond time. And what that means is, as a part of any one of our 5 power teams, we have 5 different power teams. And as you're building your business, think about it that way, that you're building 5 power teams. Your 4 legs to start with, and everybody else in your open line, which are people that are not under those 4 legs. But so you're the leader of those who are not a part of those other 4 legs. So in our team, we have Team Randolph, who has stepped up as a leader, a core leader, and leading the Randolph organization. We have Team Carnes, led by Pam Carnes, who stepped up to lead the Carnes organization. We have the Boone Bailey organization, led by Amadi Boone and Michael Bailey, who have stepped up to lead the Boone Bailey organization. We have Team Franco, led by the Franco Decine power team, led by Eva Franco and Natasha Decine, who've also declared platinum executive director this year as well. And anybody not under one of those leaders is led by me. Well, I lead the leaders and I lead the open line team, Team Bell, everybody else who's not under one of those other 4 key leaders. That's how you want to look at your own business as well. As you are recruiting and staffing your company, your organization, you're going to find your Letitia Randolph, your Pam Carnes, your Marty and Maboon and Michael Bailey, your Eva Franco and Natasha Decine, and you will be leading the leaders and leading everybody else who's not under one of those leaders. That will set you free. That is what financial freedom looks like. You have a mature business, a real business, not a hobby. You have a mature business led by real leaders who are earning real money, real leadership money, which starts at executive director, well, senior director, 3 to 5,000 a month, and then executive director, 5 to 10,000 a month, and then platinum executive director, 10, 15 plus thousand a month passively. So I want to hear from you all in just a moment, but I wanted to say this is a new day. It's a new era for Team Platinum marketing groups, plural. Our team was named Team Platinum marketing groups 20 years ago. There's an S at the end. That means we were established to create platinums, team leaders. I declared years ago that I would overcome any obstacle I had to overcome when God gave me this vision and placed me in this environment and gave me this platform and this cocoon for my own development, transforming me from a shy person to a public speaker, from someone who never saw himself as a leader to a leader of leaders, from someone who didn't know how to recruit, wasn't comfortable talking to people, didn't know how to put systems in place, didn't know what was inside of me, to who I've become and who I'm becoming now and who I'm helping others to become. I declared that I was going to figure out whatever I needed to figure out, that I was going to figure out how to systematize this thing like a well-oiled machine, like a franchise system, and a franchise system that would make it, that would rival McDonald's system, where I could hand over a blueprint to my potential leaders and develop and coach them through that blueprint so that they can get on the pathway to platinum way faster. And that's what we have in place. I have kept my word for 25 years. We have the system of all systems. Brian Carruthers sent me a text message not too long ago. He said, bro, I mean, your system is better than all the systems. Like, it's already perfect, bro. When you going to go to the next level. Like it's time to, you don't need to tweak any more systems. Let's go. Like you 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 are a seven-figure guy. You're what's happening? What's taking so long? And most people don't understand that my journey is a little bit different because I'm under divine assignment. I didn't just come here to make some money. I didn't just come here to get rich. I came here to fulfill my assignment. And my assignment is to help free God's people so that they can do what they were put on this earth to do. And my assignment, kind of like Noah, who was instructed to build an ark and he had no clue what he was really building, that was kind of my assignment, to build this ark called the system that we have in place that would empower millions of people. Family, the ark is built. It's time to run. It's time to go. So, how y'all feeling? If you're feeling something, go ahead and speak up, especially if you've been around. Um, yeah, let's hear from you all. This is Laverne Moore.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh my God, Coach, this was so good. I do apologize for getting on a minute late, but I am an executive director. I am an executive director maker, Laverne Moore out of Missouri City, Texas, on the Pam Carnes team, and I'm so excited that Dr. Nakiba George is here with me this morning. Also, this is so good because it's funny. A lot of people, as we go in, as we start our lives and start going to work, we don't really know, and we're not really open to hearing what all God really has for us. So to be in this space and to hear everything that you've spoken to us, um, it is not about it's not about the money. It's not about a lot of things that we deal with. It is all about the journey. Because if we actually stay in our lanes or stay on this road, stay on our journey, God guides us to where we're supposed to be. And I'm so grateful to be here today to hear everything that you've spoken, because a lot of people is, oh, I don't want the money, oh, I don't want to this. Well, you have to have money to do everything that we want to do. We have to have money to help our families. We have to have money to help our churches and all the different organizations that we always talking about serving the people, but you can't serve the people if you don't have the money, number one, to take care of yourself first, put your own oxygen mask on, and then number two, you don't have, if you don't have the money to support your church and all the different in your family, then what is there? So money is not bad. One of the things I love about plugging into our Tuesday night events is to see gain great associations, mentors, and the events. One of the things about that is to be able to stay in the environment to remind us of what we should be doing. So to have a coach like you to bring everything together every morning to help remind us what our goals are for the day, that this is a real business, and to not take it lightly, but to just, not just write down everything you say every day, but to actually take action and do it. So all of that. I probably have so much to say, but I start talking and then my words get lost. So I just want to thank you again for everything that you're doing, because you know what? I'm not even just an executive director. I'm a diamond executive director, because I can be, because God says that we can have life more abundantly. He didn't say to just settle for, oh, I don't, I'm having a bad day, or just, oh, this or that. But he says we can have life more abundantly. So I'm asking. And while I'm asking, I'm doing what I need to be doing. I'm becoming who I need to become to I'm doing what I need to do to become who I need to become, to have what I need to have, everything that God says I am, because I am a child of the Most High God. So anyway, that's it for me, Coach. Thank you.
Come on with it. Everybody unmute, make some noise for Diamond Executive, Miss Laverne Moore. Whoop, whoop.
That's it, Miss
Woo,
Moore.
woo,
Thank
That
you.
is
woo.
it.
Oh, I
Yes,
love it.
indeed.
I
I'm an
love it.
Love it.
executive,
Love it.
Miss
Every
Moore.
language. Yes. Woo.
On with you. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Wow. Who was up next? DJ Glover or Laverne or Darlene Edwards?
Deidre can go.
I can go, you said?
Take it away.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, I'm Deidre Glover, Houston area Carnes team. I'm an executive director and I'm an executive director maker. Oh my God, Coach. You you were really speaking to me this morning. I know you were speaking to somebody else too, but this is how I almost shedded tears, because I feel like, I don't know, you just went down and you just laid it all out, and I feel like it's my life, I just feel like it's my life because I've had to, I feel like I've grown. I've had to come from, I'm one of those people that started out, you know what? I just want $500 per month. I'm not really, and that changed. I want and need so much more to do what I want to do because I like helping people, and I want to start with my family first. Oh my God, you said we have to be bold, and you talked about the boldness and the courage and the confidence and the faith, and I have to put all these in place to reach my goals, and I'm giving myself permission because I have experienced that that imposter syndrome and felt and shrink and felt like, oh my God, who am I to be here? I don't know if I really need to, I should be here. And but you know what? I know God created me in his image. And since God created me in his image, he's a creator. I'm a creator as well. I used to say, I'm not creative. I spoke all that out. And oh my God, I'm just learning so much about who I am. And oh my God, it does. You said it all makes sense now. And I see why God has allowed me to get in these positions, to be in these places, to be in these rooms around these people. It's for me to rise to the occasion and to just know that this is an adventure and it's a journey. And oh my God, this is just so powerful. I I see myself going places. I can see myself with all those with where I want to be. And I thank you, Coach, that you have the heart to speak to the people and not just go for the money and go fast. And you just want to guide God's people. Thank you, Coach. Thank you. I'm saying all of this, and it's all jumbled up, and I'm rambling now. But you know what? I'm just so grateful, so thankful that God chose me to be in this place right now. That's what I have to say. Thank you for allowing me out.
Don't you be making the wind blow in my eyes out here like that. Okay. Everybody unmute. Show some love for executive and executive maker, Miss Deidre Glover. Whoop
Whoop,
whoop.
whoop. Yes,
All
Miss Deidre.
right.
Woo,
Ride,
Deidre.
ride,
Just
ride.
Wonderful.
Outstanding.
Claim it.
Outstanding.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
y'all wanna know my big why? You just heard it. That
Mm,
is what I do this
mm.
for. That is what I do this for.
Thank you.
Can't no money can't do that.
Thank you.
Miss Edwards.
real quick. Darlene Elwood Sula, Maryland. I'm executive director and executive director maker. I am ready to run, coach. As I mentioned, I've I've been with the business now for 13 years. And all that time I had been in a state of thinking, well, like Deidre was saying, I make the extra 500, 1,000 a month. I'm good. And but I was being selfish. I was not thinking of my family and their legacy. I was only thinking about what was good for me. And I was being selfish because I wasn't thinking about all the people I could help with the more money. And I had been raised to be, I guess, a mentality of whatever state you find yourself in, therewith to be content and not to seek abundance. But now I know it's okay to seek the abundance and to have more and to be more. And that's where I'm headed. I want to have more and be more. And we have to go now because there's so many people, those federal employees, a lot of them gave up their jobs and they got those 6 months of pay without working. But a lot of that ended in September. Some others is going to end in December. Those people are going to need some help. And it's our job, our duty to go out here and reach these people and let them know we have an alternative for them. We're going diamond. Let's go.
Yes.
Woo.
Yes.
Some noise for Diamond
Yes.
Executive Director, Miss
Darling.
Darlene
Yes.
Edwards.
Woo,
Yes,
woo.
Yes, Miss
Darlene.
Darlene.
Let's
Lane
go. Let's do it.
Edwards.
Kick in.
Yes.
Everybody,
Amen.
everybody say I am a Diamond Executive Director.
I
I
am an
am a
am a
I'm a
diamond
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 executive
executive
director.
director.
I
director.
am a diamond.
Put that on paper.
Yeah.
I'm an
That,
executive
that's 7
director.
figures and beyond. And I know everything you've been called to do. that extra million per year is going to help you fund it. And it's not, and it's, here's the thing, perspective is everything, y'all. We can make Diamond out to be something so big and so far away. It's not. It's not. Let me ask y'all a question. How fast can a company hire 12 leaders?
Today.
Okay. Right now.
Doesn't even have to take all day. If all
That's
of them have appointments and get them in there, it could take half day, but a
Minutes.
day. Yes.
that's Diamond Executive Director family.
Yes.
It's 12 leaders if you do it the that way. 12 executive directors, 12 people that watch my video, 12 people, watch this, 12 influential people who have good work ethic and can follow the simple system that I laid out called How to Go Executive Director in 30 to 90 days. At our team website, BornCEO.com/pave, click How to Go Executive in 30 to 90 days. And I mapped it all out. How to do it in 30 to 90 days. Now, the people who will pull it off in their first 30 to 90 days are the people who are already influential. They're hungry. They got a drive. Something is driving them where they're like, I don't have time to play around. It's 30 to 90 days of focused, urgent, enthusiastic labor. Fuel, Fuel. Focused, urgent, enthusiastic labor. But let's talk about platinum executive director. Before you go diamond, you got to go platinum. Platinum is simply for executives. So y'all just told me a company can hire 12 executives in minutes, in hours, in days, in weeks. Doesn't have to take years.
Right.
You only need 4 to go platinum. 4 leaders who go executive director in 30 to 90 days. So it's a belief thing. This is why this whole identity, vision, goals, plans, action, association, accountability is so important. When you click on goal achievement at our team website, goal achievement at our team website, goal achievement at our team website. The first video on there is a video I put out called The 7 Keys to Alignment. This is why alignment is so important, because when you get into alignment, you get the right perspective. And what seemed like a big, unattainable goal that was so far away, you realize it's not that big. Lions eat elephants all the time. Elephants are bigger, stronger, more powerful, but they eat when they see an elephant, they don't see something bigger than them. They don't see something stronger than them. All they see is lunch. That's all they see is lunch. Lions eat elephants for breakfast. How do they do it? How does a lion eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And the part they never say, with a team.
Team.
With a team. So you take that big elephant-sized vision, that elephant-sized goal of platinum, you break that sucker down into 4 little pieces called executive director. You break executive down into 10 little pieces called 10 people in the performance club. And you eat that bad boy for breakfast every day. And you gather your team to help you eat it every day. I want to read y'all this passage. I know we're over time. So if you got to go, I'll send out the replay. But this passage is jumping out at me. In the book of Numbers, chapter 13. And I'm going to skip around a little bit. Chapter 13, the Lord said to Moses, send men to explore Canaan, which I'm giving to the Israelites. Send one leader from each of their ancestor tribes. So the Lord's command, so at the Lord's command, Moses sent these men from the desert of Paran. All of them were leaders of the Israelites. Then he goes on the list, the 12 leaders. Interesting. Fast forward. Down to verse 17. When Moses sent them to explore Canaan, he told them, go through the Negev and then into the mountain region. See what the land is like and whether the people living there are strong or weak, few or many. Is the land they live in good or bad? Do their cities have walls around them or not? Is the soil rich or poor? Does the land have trees or not? Do your best to bring back some fruit from the land. It was the season when grapes were beginning to ripen. So the men explored the land from the desert of Zin to the border of Hamath. They went through the Negev and came to Hebron, where Ahiman, Sheshai, and Talmai lived. They are descendants of Anak. Hebron was built 7 years before Zon in Egypt. When they came to the Escol Valley, they cut off a branch with only one bunch of grapes on it. They carried it on a pole between two of them. They also brought some pomegranates and figs. So they called the valley Escol, bunch of grapes, because of the bunch of grapes the Israelites cut off there. 40 days later, they came back from exploring the land. They came back to Moses, Aaron, and the whole community of Israel at Kadesh in the desert of Paran. They gave their report and showed them the fruit from the land. This is what they reported to Moses. We went to the land where you sent us. It really is a land flowing with milk and honey. Here is some of its fruit. But the people who live there are strong, and the cities have walls and are very large. We even saw the descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites live in the Negev. The Hittites, Jebusites, and Amorites live in the mountain region, and the Canaanites live along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea and all along the Jordan River. And then one of the bold leaders, Caleb, told the people to be quiet and listen to Moses. Caleb said, "Let's go now and take possession of the land. We should be more than able to conquer it." But the men who had gone with him said, "We can't attack those people. They're too strong for us." So they began to spread lies among the Israelites about the land they had explored. They said, "The land we explored is one that devours those who live there. All the people we saw there are very tall. We saw Nephilim there, the descendants of Anak are Nephilim. We felt as small as grasshoppers, and that's how we must have looked to them." Chapter 14. Then all the people in the Israelite community raised their voices and cried out loud all that night. They complained to Moses and Aaron, "If only we had died in Egypt or this desert. Why is the Lord bringing us to this land just to have us die in battle? Our wives and children will be taken as prisoners of war. Wouldn't it be better for us to go back to Egypt?" They said to each other, somebody's not on mute. Let me mute everybody. They said to each other, "Let's choose a leader and go back to Egypt." Immediately, Moses and Aaron bowed with their faces touching the ground in front of the whole community of Israel assembled there. At the time, two of those who explored the land, Joshua, son of Nun, and Caleb, son of Jephunneh, tore their clothes in despair. They said to the whole community of Israel, "The land we explored is very good. If the Lord is pleased with us, he will bring us into this land and give it to us. This is a land flowing with milk and honey. Don't rebel against the Lord, and don't be afraid of the people of the land. We will devour them like bread. They have no protection, and the Lord is with us, so don't be afraid of them." But when the whole community of Israel talked about stoning Moses and Aaron to death, they all saw the glory of the Lord shining at the tent of meeting. The Lord said to Moses, "How long will these people treat me with contempt? How long will they refuse to trust me in spite of all the miracle signs I've done among them? I'll strike them with a plague. I'll destroy them, and I'll make you into a nation larger and stronger than they are. But Moses said to the Lord, side note, Moses understood he was in partnership with the King of Kings. He said, what if the Egyptians hear about it? You used your power to take these people away from them. What if the Egyptians tell the people who live in this land, Lord, they have already heard that you are with these people, that they have seen you with their own eyes, that your column of smoke stays over them, and that you go ahead of them into a column of smoke by day and in a column of fire by night. But if you kill all these people at the same time, then the nations who have heard these reports about you will say, the Lord wasn't able to bring these people into the land he promised them, so he slaughtered them in the desert. Moses understood God's agenda and that he was in partnership, and reminded him of his own agenda. Verse 17, Lord, let your power be as great as when you said, the Lord, patient, forever loving. He forgives wrongdoing and disobedience. He never lets the guilty go unpunished, punishing children for their parents' sins to the third and fourth generation. By your great love, please forgive these people's sins as you have been forgiving them from the time they left Egypt until now. The Lord said, I forgive them as you have asked. But as I live, and as the glory of the Lord fills the whole earth, I solemnly swear that none of the people who saw my glory and the miraculous signs I did in Egypt and in the desert will see the land which I promised their ancestors. They have tested me now 10 times and refused to obey me. None of those who treat me with contempt will see it. But because my servant Caleb has a different attitude and has wholeheartedly followed me, I'll bring him to the land already explored. His descendants will possess it. I don't know who needed to hear that.
I did.
What do y'all take away from that? What stands out to you?
Yeah. What stands out to me is if I need to have faith and trust in God that if he said something and if he said he would be with me and protect me, I have to believe it. And it's all about my belief and me trusting in God. And don't look, those people saw possibility where the people that went into the land saw possibility where the other people, the Israelites, saw defeat. And so it's all about my perception and what I see. And so I could go on and on, but I know that story and I love it. Thank you, Coach.
Mm,
Yes,
well
yes,
said.
yes.
Amen.
So
Who's
we have
next?
to so we
Yes.
have to do not be afraid because we can
Yes,
devour. We have
yes,
to trust the Lord, be in partnership with him.
yes.
Because I
Mhm.
definitely wanna I wanna see what all God has for me. So
Yeah,
like Caleb,
right.
we have to have a different attitude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm,
yep.
so
And
good.
the lies, or the dream stealers,
yeah,
uh, they attempted to turn what God had purposed in His will for them. He turned it to lies, and they believed. Some believed, and that's a dream stealer because that's what a lie does. The truth
Yeah,
is the Word of God. The
yeah,
truth is that He has placed within each of us the
yes.
vision to see more greater of His promised land. They didn't make it, and Joshua and Caleb did. Yeah.
So good.
Yes.
And
I'd
all
like
the,
to
no,
add
go ahead, Ms. Edwards.
one more note too is God will place people in our path in our life that if we're not really seeing things the way he wanted to be seen, he'll have that person give us a message. And I
yeah,
even look at you as that part of that messenger. He's placed
Yeah.
you in
yeah,
our lives to be a
Deliverer.
beacon of light to
Yes.
share with us
Amen.
what he's given to you
Thank
to
you.
help us to see that it is possible for us to have the abundance that he has already
Yes.
promised us. And you're feeding into us and sowing into to us on a daily basis.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
thank God for that.
Amen.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Amen.
And you didn't need Brian Carruthers to affirm that you are a millionaire maker. That's just
Exactly.
extra.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
to
God
bring
Yeah.
put
that
in you.
word,
You know
that
your
word, that book,
calling.
and that word, that book, and those scriptures to bring back to our remembrance what's
Yes.
possible, what we can do.
Yes.
Right.
What's possible? Yes. And God, He doesn't know what God put in you, and He doesn't have what God put in you. And oh my God, thank you, Coach.
Did y'all notice that all those lies were uh, the root of all that was fear?
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Fear.
It
Oh
was
my.
fear. They let
Mm-hmm.
fear
Yes.
set in.
Yes.
Their fear was so great that they fell. It's a spirit. By the way, that's a spirit. That's a spiritual
Mm-hmm.
attack.
Yes.
The spirit of fear. But God
Mm,
did not give us the spirit of fear.
Yeah.
He
mm.
gave us the spirit of love, power,
Yeah.
love, and a sound mind.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So pay attention to this. That's Numbers chapter 13, y'all. He put that on me yesterday, and it kept boiling up inside of me. Was when I was about to close out this call. I'm like, okay, you gave that to me yesterday to share it today. Who else? What stands out to you? Some of y'all been quiet.
Hey, Coach, this is Faith Abraham, and I made two notes while you were sharing.
You
The
sound
first,
really quiet.
you can't hear me? Can you hear me now?
A little bit better, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I made two notes while you were sharing, and the first thing I noted in that scripture was when in the very first passage when it was saying
I'm s- I'm sorry.
God.
You about to say something so important. I don't want anybody to miss it. Are you on a headset or something?
No, I wasn't, but I might need to turn it on so you can hear me.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's switch up something.
Okay, while I'm doing it, I'll let somebody. But, you know, figure-
While she's connecting, who's next? What's standing out most to you? And don't hold back when you're thinking something because somebody probably needed to hear whatever you were thinking. Sometimes God will give you a thought that's going to empower somebody else. You can jump in when you're ready, Miss Abraham. Anybody else while she's switching up?
I'm trying to sign in from a different device, so
Okay.
I can make that issue real quick.
I know some of y'all might be at work or something and listen only. Yeah, feel free to put it in the chat if you're not able to unmute. Moses reactivated
Y'all
God's
quiet down a
hope.
little bit back there.
What'd you say?
Okay, can you hear me
There
now?
you go. You sound better.
Yeah, I had to change devices.
I
Okay.
think. Okay, just you can talk loud. I can't hear you right now if you're talking. You might have went on mute.
Okay, now.
There we
What
go.
about now? Okay,
Yes.
sorry
And
guys.
just talk loudly.
Loud, okay. When you first the first section of that passage that you read, where you shared where God had already told them that he was giving them the land, which meant when God spoke it, it was already a done deal. God said, I'm giving it to you. It was already there. And what that made me realize, not being a money motivated person, was that regardless of how what I'm thinking or feeling, God has already ordained abundance and for us to walk in abundance. And guess what? When he didn't just send one person, he sent a group, which translates for me to not only is there a already a God-given appointment with abundance, but it's the God-given appointment to bring the tribe, bring the village. And I never really saw that like that until you brought this passage in this light today. The other thing I wanted to point out, and this goes with the accolades you've received so far um, from the group, and it's encouraging to hear from Brian Carruthers, but it's affirming that the more affirming, in my opinion, that the Lord has already appointed you, Coach Fard, to position of deliverer for groups of people, for nations, because what transpired with Caleb didn't just bless a group and their family, it blessed nations eternally. And that's why your path is different from the paths of others, because you're not just building up earthly treasures where men can break through and steal, but you're building up treasures in eternity by what you're sowing into the development of people who develop people who can align with character, integrity, principle centered living, stewardship, key aspects and characteristics that are at the heart and mind of God and at the center of what He desires to be produced in the earth, and literally producing the fruits of the Spirit in other people through worship. In the Bible, the word avodah, work, is used for work, but it translates worship. And this is another way that we are worshiping God. And as a believer, a person who intentionally walks with God, I really needed this piece threaded through all of the knowledge and the gifts that God has downloaded in me. I needed this threaded through there to be accountable, not only to this team and this group and to you as our coach, but to the calling of God in my life. And that has really elevated my thinking to a higher calling. Sometimes we just don't, if it wasn't for your investment in helping us to level up their thinking, I don't know, probably a lot of people didn't, came from a different experience than my background. But literally, our ideas and thoughts, some of us, about wealth and abundance and what we can have and do and what God's plan is, has been downtrodden by misappropriated thinking that has been embedded since we were small children. And it's literally like you are breaking us out of prison, out of the prisons that we have been captivated by for decades. So I wanted to say this. Moses did, when I was just looking at when Moses told them to go, there's no indicator that Moses shared with them right there. God has already given us this land. But I thank God that Coach Farbell never let us forget while we're heading out to see what's going on in the field. You are always reminding us, yeah, go out there, do the survey. But remember, God has already given this to you. It's just for us to, to take up the sword of activity so that we can walk into what He has already assigned. And this is my final point. I know everybody has to get on with their day. That was really highlighted by the conversation and the share. We actually tick God off when we doubt His ability to deliver what He has said He already gave us. I literally heard Him pissed off, as we would say, pissed off enough with these people that I just want to destroy the whole group. And I thank God that you're our Moses saying, Lord, but if you do that, what will it look like? And I'm glad to be on your team. I'm very thankful today. And I'm thankful for this group. The input of every single individual is so important, imperative, even in the comments. You guys make the difference. This team makes the difference. Let's go take the land because we are diamond executive directors. I am an executive director and executive director maker of the Bell Power team, and we're going diamond.
I knew he had a word for you. That's why I'm like, we'll wait for your audio. Everybody unmute, make some noise for Diamond, Faith Abraham.
Yes,
Woo,
Faith.
Ooh,
All right, Miss
Exactly.
was a
Elaine.
whole
Bam.
sermon.
Hallelujah. Yes.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
for
sis.
that.
Amen.
Thank you.
Amen.
Getting us out of the
Hallelujah.
prison that we were in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
My,
Coach.
my, my.
I want to leave us with one thought that I hadn't heard said yet. Sometimes we think it's about us.
Mm,
And if you think God blesses us with all this stuff for us, then it's easy to go, oh, well, I choose to opt out for
mm,
whatever reason. I'm too scared. I'm too whatever the excuse is, whatever the spiritual attack is and the lie that we're buying into. But when you understand that God's kingdom has its own vision and purpose, you start to get a better picture of why he's so upset. Because when you decline to fulfill what God has assigned you to do, you are holding up his agenda on earth.
mm,
You become a hindrance to God's vision and his plan, which outlasts, is far greater than us. It's the next generations and the next generations. It's about his name. It's about his name. It's about his reputation. And people, um, we can literally hinder people from coming into the knowledge of who they are and who God is, because they look at his people and they measure him based on what they see happening with us.
mm,
If God is so great, why are your children living like that? And the devil will run with that. God's people doing worse than you.
mm,
Look at them. They're struggling more than you. I got riches for you over here. Come do it my way, because something ain't right with the church. Something not right with God's people. People that claim to be his, they're in debt, they're in poverty, they're still in jobs, they're scared, they're more scared than us. So if they doubt their own God, whoa, y'all hear that? If they doubt their own God, why should we believe?
mm,
So the abundance of the land and all that stuff, it's not even about us. That's just a natural byproduct. That's not the point. That's not the purpose. The purpose isn't the land and the abundance and all that stuff. Don't fall for that lie either. That's not the purpose. That's just a natural byproduct of a powerful kingdom. Every great kingdom has wealth and abundance. That's normal. That's normal. What's not normal is poverty in a kingdom. What's not normal is mediocrity. You name a king that has a job. No king have a job. Kings don't work for money. Queens don't work for money. They manage the resources of the kingdom and they expand it and they multiply it. That's mediocre. That's not even the focus. When I went to Dubai, I got to experience what kingdom wealth looks like on an earthly level. I was in awe. Like, what kind of country is this? What kind of abundance? The mall had an aquarium in the mall. I'm like, what in the world? These buildings, Ferraris and Lamborghinis everywhere, like it was nothing. Because it is nothing. That stuff is nothing. It just comes with the territory. When you're born into a kingdom, so stop thinking that it's about the stuff, that it's about the prosperity and all that stuff. That's not what he was mad about. All those resources are to fulfill a purpose, to represent his glory. And that's why all Moses had to do to calm him down was remind him, remember the plan, God. I know you're upset, but your reputation is the most important thing. So let's just remember that when he gives us an assignment, a vision, provision, resources, opportunities, that it's not just about us and our household bills. It all fits into a bigger picture. And when we align with that bigger picture, watch this. When we seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, when we align with his agenda of the kingdom, all that other stuff just comes with the territory. We already know this. Even if you're a diplomat for a country, the country takes care of you while you take care of the country. It's that simple. You don't have to worry about your bills. You come work as an ambassador for this country. You have the entire country backing you. If somebody attacks you and you're an ambassador, the whole army can come after them because they're not attacking you when you represent the kingdom, the country. You're attacking the country when you attack an ambassador. So understand what you're a part of. Understand uh, the family that you belong to, the royal family that you belong to, the government that you represent. And when we prioritize his agenda, your bills are taken care of. That would be a bad reputation for him. I'm serving God. I'm in alignment with him. I did everything he said. I'm in alignment with him. I'm in relationship with him. And he don't take care of me like he promised. He will never let that happen. He will never let his reputation be destroyed. Dr. Mack, you got something for us as we close? What you taking away from this?
This is so amazing. It's just it's who we are. And we are just stepping in to alignment with who we already are as human beings, as children of God. And we are aligning ourselves with the truth of what the word has already said that we are. Write the vision and make it plain that we may run with it. We are now in the stages of running with that vision. And this is the vehicle that does it. It has just been a phenomenal training today, and I'm just awestruck. So that's all I have to say, Coach. This was absolutely phenomenal. Thank you for sharing this with us and imparting this wisdom into us. Thank you so much for allowing me.
You're welcome. Thank God. Man, I didn't know this was going to come out today. Everybody unmute. Let's make some noise for Diamond Executive Director, Dr. Carolyn Mack. Woo,
All
woo.
right,
Yes, Dr.
That's
Diamond.
it,
Dr.
Dr.
Mack.
Mac.
Let's
Dr.
go.
Diamond.
Hey, Dr. Mac.
Woo!
Dr. Diamond.
All right, family. Let's go conquer today. It's all about today, not yesterday, not tomorrow. There's three things we do. We got a 3-part job description. Here's the marching orders. Let's bring this back to practical. Today, we invite our 2 to 5 people, 2 to 5 new people. We're stewards of what we're supposed to do. Productivity, be fruitful. It's just invite 2 to 5 people. You can do that in 10 minutes. Invite your own 2 to 5 people, new people that haven't been introduced, and follow up with 2 to 5 people that you already introduced with the support of your team leader. That's number 1. Number 2, reach out. Number 2, reach out to your new people and say, let's do it together. Do what together? Our 2 to 5 a day. Today, not a day, today, no matter what. Our 2 to 5 today. Assist them, inspire them, encourage them. Let's do this together. Let's take this land together. Let's, remind them of their dreams, pull out their dreams and goals from them, and then give them the simple plan. Let's invite 2 to 5 new people today and follow up with 2 to 5 people that you already reached out to before. And then add 2 to 5 new people to the list. So we got 2 to 5 more people to talk to tomorrow. And then number 3, reach out to your focus group, your focus 5 or your focus 10. What is that? Those are the 5 people that know what the goal is this month. And here's the goal this month. Your power team is going platinum executive director. In order for your power team to qualify platinum executive director, 4 leaders must step up and go executive director. Choose to be one of them. And if senior director is the next step for you on the way to executive, step up as the next senior director this month. If it's director, go step up to director. If it's manager, step up to, I mean, senior manager, step up to senior manager. If it's manager, step up to manager. What's the message? Step up, step up,
Step up, step up.
step up and play your part in this month's goal. Performance Club qualify. So your focus five are the five people that say, you know what? Yeah, I want to be a part of the team goal this month and earn at least $500 to $1,000. What do I need to do? You're looking for five people like that if you're going senior director. You're looking for 10 people like that if you're going executive director. You're looking for 10 people per leg if you're going platinum. And reach out to them and say, let's partner up and make sure that we do our 2 to 5. We're going to lock arms as workout partners, and we're going to do our 2 to 5 together before the sun goes down. And if we get to the deadline and the sun goes down, we're still going to figure it out no matter what. Those are the 3 job descriptions, family. It's that simple. Don't make it more complicated than it is. That's how we break down that elephant-sized goal into bite-sized pieces so we can not eat that elephant for lunch, one bite at a time, and with a team. So let's go conquer today, family. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about yesterday. Just crush it today as early as possible. Because ED equals
Every
Every day.
day.
Every day.
Every day.
every day. What time is it?
Ring
Ring
time.
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 It's ring time. Next stop for your power team,
Platinum.
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 Diamond.
platinum. Let's go step up
Platinum.
today. Love y'all. Have a great day.
Love
Love you
y'all,
more.
You
guys.
too.
God
It's
Love
bless
already
y'all.
you.
Bye
9, y'all.
bye.
Let's get it done.